Chef needs all day to unwind. Oh yeah, yeah. All dressed up for Saturday night. His new boots shine in the barroom light. Probably same flannel as last week, but underneath the blue tee's clean. Been drinking all day on some whiskey. When the sun's down, he's ready to go. Oh, his hands are rough, but he's got a soft touch. Chef ain't got much, but it'll be enough. Yeah, Chef, yeah, working man. He'd work you if he had the chance. Dancing like this night's your last. He's got what you need in his blue jeans. He can sweep you off of your feet. You wanna take some shots with me? A working man has what you need. Yeah, Chef has what you need. Oh, rack 'em up, oh yeah. Shots on stacking up and every nut, oh yeah.
Okej, vänner, working kemainte po
all day, having the time of his life. He comes alive in the neon light. Around night he'll have a smile and you'll never see him cry unless he's alone in the night. Oh, his hands are rough, but he's got a soft touch. Chef ain't got much, but it'll be enough. Yeah, Chef, yeah, working man. He'd work you if he had the chance. Dancing like this night your last. He's got what you need in his blue jeans. He can sweep you off of your feet. You wanna take some shots with me? A working man has what you need. Yeah, Chef has what you need. Oh, rack 'em up, oh yeah. Shots are stacking up and every bud, oh yeah. You got the stuff, give me your love. Oh yeah.
Give me a second, guys.
Yeah, Chef, a working man, he'd work you if he had the chance. Oh yeah. Yeah, Chef, a working man, he'd work you if he had the chance. Oh yeah. A working man has what you need. A working man's what you need, what you need. What you need.
Yeah, you can find me on the scene looking mean. Two-fisted with a cold beer and a shot of bean. Crushing peanut shells with my worn-out boots. Dirty hat pulled low, putting on a show. All turned up and ready to go. Oh yeah, if you can judge a buck by its cover, then I'm a motherfucker. Pitch stained white tee with rolled up sleeves. I earned every hole of my old corn-up jeans. Haven't shaved in like a week. The pretty girls still talk to me, 'cause I'm 6'3", 240. What you know about me? I'm exactly what you see.
Yo, what up, everybody? Welcome to the ChefBugGrub Show, the most interactive live cartoon show on the internet, guys. We're in the hot tub today with the one and only Kalkalaka, guys. I'm very excited to be here with you guys. I hope you guys are having a great Friday night, guys. We're going to get started in a little bit. Make sure you go grab your drinks, grab your coffee, grab whatever you got to get, dude. Grab your vapes, grab your nicotine pouches, whatever you want, man. The world is your oyster.
No common sense.
What up, Little Blood? What up, Lee Louch? What up, NFD? What up, Gilga?
Every penny spent.
What up, Ketamine? What up, Bleed Out? Guys, I want to let you guys know that this show is multi-streamed right now. We are live on YouTube, Rumble, Kick, and YouTube. I don't know if I said YouTube, but make sure you guys pull up the multi-streams. Make sure you guys pull up the other streams, and definitely go check out Kalkalaka.
Just don't be surprised when you see the tail lights. What you know about me? I'm exactly what you see. I've been living in sin, and I do it again, 'cause I got no common sense. I got this belief that a bottle of whiskey is all I need. Four-wheel drive and my knife, and I can survive hell-bent every penny spent, 'cause I got no common sense. Yeah, no common sense. Oh yeah, living in sin.
This is a banger, dude.
No common sense. Oh yeah, every penny spent.
What do I think of the new fish tank site? I like it. It's cool. I think it's cool. Hopefully it runs better.
I've been living in sin, and I do it again, 'cause I got no common sense. I got this belief that a bottle of whiskey is all I need. Four-wheel drive and my knife, and I can survive hoping every penny split, 'cause I got no common sense. Yeah. Oh yeah. No common sense.
Yo, Dylan, thank you for the subscription, my guy.
See the boy. Late at night she gets bored. Wants her adventure. Now she looking for more. I open the door and enter. Oh yeah, she gets bored. Asking me to tie her up, she gets what she wants. Holding on to race, using her favorite
Another reminder,
cup.
guys, this show is multi-streamed too. This stream is multi-streamed to Kick, Twitch, YouTube, and Rumble, guys. Make sure you guys check out the other platforms. Follow the ChefBugGrub Show on all of them, including TikTok and Instagram, guys. We're growing and showing, man. We're gonna get started in a little bit here. Just waiting for the man of the hour. Waiting for the man of the hour to get his shit together, everybody. You know how it goes. You know how it goes. All right, let's hit the intro.
Breaking news at this hour. There are injuries reported after a UPS plane crashed while
in 22
years.
Yo, Icon, thank you for the gifted sub.
Every channel's just a war in your mind. Plastic smiles with the boring lies, yeah. Paper anchors tell the same old dream. Every word rehearsed tragedies and memes. Billboards whisper through the static hum. Silver tongues where the truth should come from, yeah. Monotone
my mind. Might find a way back to you. Tonight I know what I have to do. Flip the dial and the frame expands. Yeah, a cartoon world drawn by my hands. Talking mouse and a Russian guy. A sign shirt fitting me alright. Through the static, a melody calls. I'm breaking patterns. And I'm breaking walls. Broadcasting color. Broadcasting color. Broadcasting color. What is it right? Broadcasting color. What is it right? No agendas and no disguise. Just a cartoon man with open eyes. Yeah, yeah. Bug grubs in color. What do you got for me, Chef? How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the ChefBugGrub Show, the most interactive live cartoon on the internet, guys. We're here to bring you dread, joy, and everything in between. We got podcasts, we got gaming, we got a talk show. You can call into the show if you want, and we're here to I forgot what I was going to say. Damn it. Broadcasting in color. How's it go? Oh, hold on. Wait, we gotta run this one. How's it going, everybody? Welcome to In the Hot Tub with ChefBugGrub, guys, the most live interactive cartoon podcast that takes place inside of my hot tub, guys. I am so happy to be here with you all. Thank you all for coming by. I hope you guys are having a great evening. I hope you guys are having a great weekend. I hope you guys are enjoying your freaking day, dude. Oh, you weren't supposed to see that guy yet. I forget that I do that, and then sometimes he shows up. But without further ado, guys, let's get the show on the road, all right? I know what you guys are waiting for. You guys are not here for me, man. You're not here for me. You're not here for me. You're here for the guest, man. You're here for the guest. So without further ado, I'm happy to introduce into my hot tub the wonderful and wickedly talented Mr. Kalkalaka, everybody!
So great to be here. Oh my god. It's wet. It's more wet than I expected.
Good to have you, man. I'm so excited that you're here. This has been hold on, I gotta mute Ivan, dude, because he's gonna interrupt our whole show, and it's just not gonna be good. First off the rip, I want to thank you and the donations right off the bat. And I want to let you guys know too that this will be off the rip. This will be a conversation between me and Cal over here, and we will be taking questions at the end of the interview. So please bear with us as we get through all the questions, and then we will be interviewing you guys. All right, Mr. Kalkalaka, how are you doing today, sir?
I'm tired. I'm very tired. I slept a lot this week.
Yeah, me too,
So
dude.
I just kind of woke up recently, but I'm glad to be here. Very glad to be here and see your lovely face.
Thank you, man. Thank you, man. I'm really happy that you're here. Yeah, this interview I feel like has kind of been a long time coming since we kind of met. I kind of mentioned you should come in the hot tub, and I'm happy that we finally got the conversation going. Because you know, I think you're a really interesting guy, dude. I'm gonna be really honest with you. I think you're a really interesting guy. I think hearing your story off stream about how you kind of like got into streaming and stuff has been really cool to hear, and it's been very inspiring to me, honestly. So I want to what you do, what it is you do, and everything for those.
Excuse me. I'm Cal. About almost exactly 1 year ago, I started to be a contestant on a reality show, an online reality show called Fish Tank Live. And after failing to win the role of contestant, I had enough of a following, I guess, an amount of people that were relatively interested in what I was doing to continue doing what I was doing. And so that's basically what I've been doing. I've worked with a lot of different people, met a lot of different people, made a lot of great new friends who I adore, who make life worth living. Primarily among them are the people that I work with on a show called Sardine Tin, which is heavily based on Fish Tank, currently trying very hard to differentiate itself and become its own thing, and making strides, if I say so myself. So as of right now, I do my own streams. I have a little talk show that I do. Sometimes I just fart around in my room. Sometimes I play Fallout 3. And sometimes I work with a great, talented group of people putting together a larger production with a set and actual challenges and contestants and things. It's all a lot of fun.
Explain to me what like Sardine Tin is. What is that in essence, could you say? Without mentioning Fish Tank, could you give it its own kind of explanation?
Hard without mentioning Fish Tank, but I'll try. Essentially, without mentioning Fish Tank, it's the...
We're already off hot, huh?
Yeah, a little difficult. We have... Sardine Tin is a project where we, as a group of producers, try to set up a show where contestants face challenges, very difficult challenges. We try to make them as difficult as possible. The main show goes on 2 weeks, but we have side projects that go on for sometimes just a weekend. And sometimes we all just get together in a room and laugh around and dance around. And it's a variety of things.
I'm going to be honest, you're not doing a really good job at explaining this.
I'm not doing a good job explaining this because I can't explain what Fish Tank is.
Well, I would say it like this. I would say that what Sardine Tin is, it's a 24/7 interactive show where if you inside of a cell and you watch the people and you got to send them gifts, that would be what the show is, right? And there's challenges.
Like a lot like another show I know.
Yeah, it's like Big Brother. Hold on, let's get the story straight here. You know, Fish Tank wasn't the first show to. It's, you know, Fish Tank is a spiritual successor to the a little edgier, and then you're a spiritual successor of kind of Fish.
Sense, but you never had the level of interactivity with Big.
True, that is very true.
Really differentiates it.
That is very true. And so you host your own show. So tell me a little bit about your talk show.
My talk show? Well, my talk show is a whole lot of fun. Essentially what I do is I bring might be a generous word. I trick one of my friends into coming to my apartment, sitting in the chair, getting drunk, and being yelled at by me until they cry.
Why do you yell at them and make them cry? Isn't that kind of mean?
It's all I'm good at.
That's all you're good at doing, and making people cry?
We all have our talents.
You know, you want to know something, dude? I'm gonna get a little intimate with you, dude. Have you ever seen the movie Up?
Yes, I have.
So I got a 2-year-old daughter, and my wife, she DVR'd Up because my daughter's never seen it, dude. And I swear to God, bro, we were watching it earlier today before the show started, and I swear, dude, there is not a movie that makes me cry more within the first 10 minutes every freaking time. I cried, dude. I cried, dude. You know why? It's because I know how the movie ends. I know how the movie ends. You know, when he you know, he's all like bitter and sad, and then at the end, dude, he opens up the book, and then, you know, because he doesn't look past the things that I want to do page, and then he looks at the page, and then he's all the memories, dude, and I just, oh my God, I cry every time, bro. I cry every time, dude. So let me ask you this. So how does your story end?
How does my story end?
Yeah.
Have you seen Batman: The Dark Knight?
Yeah.
You live long enough to, what is the quote? You either die a hero or you live long enough to see yourself become a villain.
Is that you? You consider yourself a villain?
Not yet.
Not yet.
We'll see. We'll see. We'll see how it ends. I don't know. Things are very up in the air right now. I'm riding the waves of unexpected, extremely moderate streaming success.
So you do
So I'm
you
trying
do
to figure
this
things out.
you do all of this full time, yeah?
Yeah, pretty much.
So how does that so you just, I don't want to put words in your mouth, but you were like saying off stream that you worked an office job and then you kind of fell into streaming. So maybe explain to me a little bit how that kind of happened for you, how you kind of fell into streaming.
I was working my 9 to 5 remote. The competition on a website. I wanted to compete in said competition. It was supposed to be 2 weeks. It went longer.
Шеф Чентл Питанали Урбик Секси Черто Он Бичепсит Суфачатин Кмейн
it
Тысят
turned into
Пупа
something I never
Фаурс.
could have possibly imagined. So I just keep rolling with it, essentially. Like, new things keep coming up, new challenges, new people, new ideas, and it just kind of keeps working out. So that's why I'm kind of sticking with it right now. I don't know. I live in fear every day that it'll all come crashing down. But so far it hasn't. And it's better than, sitting on my ass in a chair replying to emails all day. So
Yeah, I mean,
that's what I'm doing.
Maybe it's it's kind of funny because I think streaming is kind of a lot like working an office job sometimes at the same time, because there is emails that you are replying to and things, and there's some sort of corporatism to it at times.
Mm-hmm.
But do you ever feel that way, or you feel like you're kind of like an outsider in the streaming sphere?
I'm sorry, can you elaborate on the question?
So,
Do I feel like it's more corporate?
There's a side of streaming. All right, hold on. I got to turn off Ivan. I'm sorry, guys. We're going to turn off Ivan because he's going to interrupt the whole interview, and people will use him. And I don't want to have Ivan speak over Cal's words. So I apologize, but that's how it is. So within streaming, right, there is sort of this corporatism to it. You see it a lot with like Twitch streamers specifically. They kind of follow certain guidelines, maybe certain ideals and things like that. And, they follow the ideas of like, oh, I'm going to get this sponsorship and I'm going to rep this brand and things like that. And I got to answer this email to go with this brand. Do you feel like you kind of have that, like you sort of, I don't know how to explain this. I'm doing a really bad job as an interviewer. I'm sorry. Do you feel like you kind of fall into that category, or do you feel like you fall into a different category of streamer? Because I feel like there's two categories of streamer. That's kind of what I'm saying.
This question is difficult for me to answer because I didn't watch streamers at all before I started
Didn't
doing
watch
it.
any.
And now, as of now, the only streamers I watch are, my friends, the people I've gotten to know, and a few select outsiders, one of them being you, Chef. But I would say overall, I guess I feel like an outsider because I'm not so concerned about success rather than doing what I want to do, what I think is entertaining, what I think the people that watch me think is entertaining. I think that if let's say some a gum company were to come to me and say, hey, we can sponsor you, but you have to stop throwing up on stream, I probably wouldn't take that because I throw up on stream a lot, and it's just what I like to do and what I like to see and what I think the people who watch me like to see. So I would say that's overall an outsider, less corporate minded.
I think that's a good thing. Because I think that a lot of streaming has this sort of facade to it, where people kind of like play the field, if you will. They'll, kind of, toss and turn their ideals to be a certain way. And I really try to stay true to myself personally when it comes to streaming and like the stuff that I want to create. And I feel like when you kind of shill these other companies or you kind of sell out, I guess it could be selling out, but you're kind of like giving away part of your own identity, if you will. So it's actually a very admirable thing, I find, that you do that. Not many people kind of fall into that category. Especially because here's the thing too. You said that you were somebody that never watched streams. You kind of just fell into it. Most people that get into streaming, they are people that, you know, they've watched streams their whole life and they want to do it. So they've seen other people do it and how they've done it, and they think that they need to copy that sort of formula. But what you're doing is you're going the completely opposite direction, and it shows that people enjoy what you're doing because you have, like, you honestly, like what on average do you pull for your show, your Kalkalaka show? You pull like probably like 50, 60 people. Like that's no joke. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's not view bots. You know what I mean? Like that's not view bots. Like a lot of people, they fake their success and they try to get these brands to work with them and stuff. And it's, you know, but like what you're doing is genuine. It's real. It's authentic. And I think that a lot of people engage with that sort of thing.
It does seem that way, yeah. If I can take just one moment, I would like to announce the Sardine Tin official sponsorship with Dubby Energy Drink.
You got a Dubby?
Energy.
Wow.
Dubby,
congratulations.
This official Sardine Tin sponsor. Use code Sardine Tin for 10% off on Sardine Tin. They're officially sponsored to Sardine Tin projects. Shout out to Dubby.
All right, but hold on, buddy. You're on my show, dude. So if you're gonna use it, listen, dude. We were already sponsored by an energy powder company, okay? So if you're gonna use a promo code, use promo code BugGrub for 20% off and freshenuphydration.com, okay, dude? All right, do not just come in here and start saying that you are sponsored by a different energy company than the one I'm sponsored by. It's disgraceful, all right, man. You're my guest. Have some respect.
You do have a better deal. 20% off is a better deal.
Well, I will say this. When I started, I actually not Dubby, but I was with Rogue, and very similar to Dubby, and they were one of my first sponsors that I got, and then I found Freshen Up, and I've been working with them for a while now. But that's good, man. No, listen, I honestly go use promo code. What is it? What the fuck's the code? Sardine Tin?
I forgot.
All right, use that code that he said. Rewind the stream. Use the code and go get your Dubby powder. And no, it's good, man. It's good. That's good that you guys are getting sponsors and stuff like that.
Thank you. Yeah. Again, I can't get sponsored on my own streams because I do a lot of heinous, disgusting things.
What's so heinous about what you do?
My art that I like to do.
What do you do that's so like heinous, other than throwing up?
I pee in various containers on my streams a lot. I put my penis in a mouse trap within my boxers. I've done that. I've eaten a lot of live animals, bugs, and fish included. I'm
gonna be honest with you.
I eat a lot of disgusting stuff.
I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. That sounds like normal streamer shit. That doesn't sound that crazy to me.
Well, what did you eat recently then, Chef? What did you eat?
What did I eat recently?
Recently.
That was alive?
Yeah.
Nothing really.
No,
I don't really do challenges like that. I don't really do things like that. No. I do have a nitro gummy bear that's sitting on my shelf that I'm waiting to eat when we hit 100 subs for the month. But other than that, I don't really have anything like that. Not that I'm opposed to it. I'm just like, I don't know, what's the point? You know what I mean? I don't know if things like that actually get you know, because I'm assuming you have that as like sub goals and things like that. I don't know if things like that actually get subs, you know.
It works for me.
It works for you. It doesn't work for me, dude. Yeah. I'm fucking broke as a joke, man.
Okay.
I'm broke.
Can I thank
my
I'm
poor
friend Learn to Juggle?
I'm poor. What?
I'm poor too.
It's okay. We're all poor, dude. We're all fucking millennials in the modern day.
My friend Learn to Juggle is blowing me up right now. He said he's gifted you he's made you slightly less poor.
Oh my god, he did. He gifted 10 subs. Holy shit. Wow, I'm so sorry, man. I missed that. See, the problem is I turn the alerts off, the sounds, because I don't want them interrupting the conversation. But thank you so much, Learn to Juggle. Thank you so much for the 10 gifted. Man, I really do appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. And And he gifted more, actually. He gifted 11 subs, so I don't want to short him the
11,
one.
wow.
I don't want to short him the one.
Beyond.
That's one step beyond, dude. That's the you ever seen what's the movie?
Spinal Tap.
Spinal Tap, yeah, dude. Dude, that's one of my favorite movies, dude.
Then why did you know the name of it?
Artie Fufkin, Polymer Records.
Yeah.
Kick my ass. I fucked up. Kick my ass. It's so good. If you guys have never seen Spinal Tap, dude, that's such a great movie. Highly recommend it.
It is good.
So I want to talk to you about Kick. So you kind of fell into Kick as your main platform, if you will. How do you feel about Kick? Do you like Kick? Do you like what they're doing? I know that Sardine Tin just recently got partnered. Congratulations, by the way. That's awesome.
Yes, we did. So of course I'm very happy and I love Kick. I love Kick so much. I wish I could live in the Kick website if it were
Blink
a physical
twice
location.
if you're okay. Blink twice if you're okay.
I'm great. Kick is... When I first heard of Kick, I kind of thought it was a joke, but that was years ago. And when I was looking for places to stream after I streamed on the Fish Tank website, it seemed to be the best alternative. They are very lenient in terms of moderation and content that they allow, which, of course, I appreciate. They offer a much, much better split of payment than any other service that I've seen. It's basically where everybody... Because I came to Kick with a group of people, other streamers, other chatters. We all migrated as a group, and we all went to Kick. So I'm very happy with where we ended up. I do like Kick. I've come so close to verification this month. It hurts. It hurts me, Chef. I was almost verified this month. It was so close. But I plan on... working on that some more. I want to get there someday. I really want that,
I think you could. I think you could.
Green check next to my name.
I think I've told you, man, what the secret is, man. You got to stream less. That's the secret. You got to stream less. It's the hours.
Dude,
it's the hours.
I didn't stream all week. I've been streaming. I took that advice.
Yeah, it's the hours, man. The hours kill you on the streams and things like that.
Yeah.
But I don't know. You could always try to apply and be like, hey, like I run Sardine Tin, blah blah blah. We're a verified channel. They might. Yeah, they said no.
They said no.
Fuck you.
Immediately, as soon as they saw my average, they said no.
Yeah, it is. That advice. Hold on. I just want to mention what Vile Rat said. That advice is dumb, but okay. The advice isn't dumb. Of what I'm saying, streaming less. It is because you're talking to somebody that has dealt with like being very close to partner and then hitting partner. It's all about the streaming hours that you stream, because if you have, say, okay, so I was somebody that beta tested the front page program, right? I beta tested it and I streamed 2 hours on the front page where I was sitting at like 200 viewers, right? But then I would continue my stream for another 3 hours afterwards, where after I was on the front page, I would drop down to 30 viewers. The average would average out over the time to being below what I needed it to be. You know, so the streaming hours actually really does play a factor in it. You know, if you can stream for 2 hours, 3 days a week with, you know, above 75 CCV, then you can hit it, no problem. That's just how it is.
Yeah. It's difficult because it's like what. I mean, I'm speaking entirely out of my ass because I don't know streaming. It's something that I've gotten to learn a lot about in the last year. It's been cool, but it's like I can do a stream for 8 hours and I can earn 10 cents. I can earn one hype, or I could do a stream for 3 hours and I can earn 50 subs somehow.
Yeah.
And it's just like this. I can choose to stream less and try and help my average, or I can try and pay my fucking rent. You know. It's like sometimes I don't always get the choice.
Well, you know, but that's like kind of like the caveat, right? Like you're also trying to learn how to hone the craft more, but you're like trying to manage goals and expectations, and that's where it becomes tricky.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But
it's a tricky game.
I love Kick. I always say it all the time. I do love Kick. as much as I have my issues with the platform, I've been here since like pretty much the beginning of the website, and I've gotten a lot of opportunities from the website, but I see a lot of issues too. And you know, it's just it's one of those things. You kind of got to play the game when it comes to verification and partnership with it and stuff, you know. And it's good that you guys hit partner on oh, you're gonna smoke a ciggy with me. Nice.
Yeah,
nice.
It's a CBD cigarette.
That's okay. I'm not judging.
Stick on my room.
I'm not judging.
I mean, the hot tub.
Yeah, we don't have to keep talking about Kick, but I do want to talk to you about Sardine Tin, mostly about production and what it means to run a show like that. So what are some of like the biggest struggles that you find when it comes to running a show like that?
The biggest struggles, it's all a struggle. It's all a struggle. When we're doing a production, whether it's, I mean, we've had like, Sardine Tin has had, I'd say, four like solid productions. We've done side projects like the holiday specials, the award show, the El Estanque hype stream we did last week, but we've had 4 solid ones, like the season 1, 2, REA Schoolhouse, and Jimmy's War Room, which are both weekend projects. During these things, the struggle is maintaining momentum, making sure there's no dead air, because people want a 24-hour show.
Yeah.
Even if it's not 24/7, because sometimes it's not 7 days a week, sometimes it's a weekend. The struggle is making sure people are always relatively entertained. And that involves staying awake for a long periods of time, essentially until you pass out, not taking care of yourself. During Sardine Tin 2, I got trench foot because I showered once in the span of 2 weeks.
Trench foot? Gotta change your socks, man.
Yes. Yeah, I could send you a picture of it.
No, I'm good. I don't need to see that.
Don't worry, I'll send you a picture of it later.
Okay.
But it's just maintaining everything, because there's so many factors to what's going on at all times. You have to make sure all of the tech is set up correctly, audio, visuals, which isn't always easy. You know, it's like you think you can, like, okay, day one, it's all set up, it's all good. That's just not the case. Making sure, just handling such a large amount of people is very difficult, especially such a large amount of people that are in a very difficult and stressful environment, because you want them to be stressed to a certain degree, but you don't want them to be, like, you know, dying.
Yeah.
We had on Sardine Tin 2, we had several instances where paramedics needed to be called to the set. Someone had a seizure. Someone's shoulder was thrown out. Like, it gets very, very, very intense, and it's stress that I've never experienced in my life before. But, you know, you just kind of gotta manage and move on. It's kind of beneficial with how rapid fire the environment is, because 1 hour you're panicking and there's a major tragedy, and then the next hour things are resolved and you're moving on and you're having a silly dance competition or whatever, you know? And it's just managing that wave of emotional and physical turmoil, I'd say, is the most stressful part. And that's stressful for every single member of production along with the contestants.
Yeah. Well, I would say that's the good thing is that you have, like, as compared to like somebody excuse me, who's like, say, like a solo streamer like me, right? Like I've done 24-hour streams and things like that, and you know, like I've struggled with that, keeping momentum. But the fact that you have like a crew of people that can sort of keep the show moving, to keep the momentum going and things like that, is probably very beneficial.
Yeah, I mean, it's a group project entirely. completely and entirely. It would not work without a single person that's been involved so far.
How do you feel about you know, when you're putting on this show, you have the expectations of, say, like the community, the people that come in. How does it feel like when you're trying to appease those expectations as opposed to like just what it is that you want to do for the show? Because maybe the audience wants something different, but you know, you maybe feel like you have to appease them because they're paying the bills, but maybe there's a different vision there. How does that sort of maybe affect you mentally, or maybe just affect the production in general?
It's not so black and white. You know, there are some people that watch and they just hate and they just shit on anything we do, anytime, whatever. And that's fine. That's fun for them. At least they're engaged. At least they're watching. At least they're a view on the counter. That's good. But there's some people, and this is why, like, I can't stress enough how tight-knit this community is. Like, I recognize every name of every chatter in there, for the most part. Like, I'd say solid 90% of them. And it's like, okay, when this guy is complaining, I know he's just complaining because that's all he does. But when this guy's complaining, you really have to... I take that much more into account, because what he has to say, like, he will compliment and complain to an equal degree, relatively, you know? And it's just like trying to appease the people that have distinctive taste, because we all, like, us as the creators of the show and the people that watch the show that we're doing, we all came from the same place. And I guess, you know, we don't want to discuss the F word so much, but like...
But we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that, but...
Yeah. But we're all, like, every single one of us came together, both on screen, off screen. We all came together because we had an appreciation for a certain type of show, a certain type of content, a certain type of challenge, a certain type of person. Like, we can all relate to something to some degree. So it's managing what we want to do while also keeping the audience happy, because we're all the audience. We've all experienced being the audience in some way. And sometimes you just have to say, because like we're a subset, and then the viewers of us are a bit of a subset, a slight subset, and we want to keep them very much at the top of our minds. But sometimes they just have to, like, be... This is difficult. This is a difficult question.
I understand what you're saying, and like sometimes you need to think, like, is this person just kind of playing into a bit too? You know, is this person just like raging to just play into the bit? Like, for example, like for me, like I was watching Jimmy's War Room, and I had a TTS, like I donated for a TTS, and I was like, you know, I want my TTS to be heard. But it wasn't going through, and I was like raging in the chat, but it wasn't like I was playing into the bit of it not working, right? Like, oh, L production, you know what I mean? Because that's kind of like the bit of the show. But you know, and I didn't take it personally that it wasn't like working, because I understand how things go. Like, I understand things don't always work out how you want it to, and things like that. But you know, it's. Not everybody has that kind of idea. Like like most people do not have the understanding of what it takes to do the kind of show that you guys do. It's a big undertaking. And as somebody that has, like, you know, I've installed CCTV cameras pretty much my whole life, you know, like getting all of that shit working to work to an OBS and everything, it's not easy, and getting and making sure that you have a 24-hour show that's like has bits ready and production things and all of that, while also appeasing an audience. It's definitely in no way, it can never be a perfect thing. It can never be a perfect thing, and I think that's what,
it's
like,
always imperfect.
Yeah, and I think that's But people make out, they make out with themselves. No, they make out that like it needs to be a perfect thing, right? Like it needs to be a certain way, but it can never be that way. And then what actually comes out of it is actually a more beautiful, organic experience, I think, for the viewers.
Yeah, it's flying off the seat of flying off the seat of our pants. Is that it?
Yeah.
Am I completely butchering that?
Yeah.
It's just things have never gone entirely to plan, ever, for anything, ever. But a lot of the times that makes for disasters, but sometimes it makes for miracles. Like there have been so many, I can't tell you how many fucking miracles have happened. How many some of the best things that have ever happened in any major production have just been by pure happenstance.
What's an example? What's an example of one?
But the first Sardine Tin, it was a miracle that it even went live because it was at a Airbnb that had awful internet connection, and then luckily Aperture was able, after the executive producer of the show was able to secure some Starlinks, and everybody was able to connect that. We were able to connect to that, and the streams were able to run smoothly. The fact that everybody who was there was complete strangers. We all met on set on day one, and it was able to go the entire length of the show that had been planned with a lot of hitches, but the fact that the show had a beginning and an ending, and it continued from that, is a miracle. I want to bring in, this isn't exactly Sardine Tin, but are you familiar with a knocked off line?
I'm not really familiar, but maybe you can explain it to me and the people who don't know.
I'd love to. Knocked Off Line was a boxing tournament that I put together, I funded with as many stream stars as possible. It was a live event in Chicago that people could buy tickets for. I think it had 30 stream stars coming from all across the country, and a few of them from outside of the country, all to Chicago. And it was a weekend event, and just between you and me, Chef, don't show this on stream, but it did break sports law. It was not a legally sanctioned boxing event, but it went on for the entire weekend. We were not shut down. There were no issues. And just the fact that was able to happen with so many people who had never had experience putting an event like that together, it was just the right group of people doing the right things in coordination with each other. The fact that was able to happen is, to me, just like a miracle as much as seeing someone walk on fucking water. Like, I can't believe
that's like one of those situations where you're like in it and you're like, holy shit, this could go very bad very quickly, and luckily it didn't.
It could have gone very bad. It could have
it didn't
very,
for you.
very bad, but it worked. It worked out, and it was great.
So where do you see like the Sardine Tin going? Because like, we will talk about Fish Tank a little bit, but I assume that you know it's hard because right now you're living in sort of this world where, you know, you're kind of living in the shadow of Fish Tank, and you kind of want to I know you want to go past that. You want to go further than that, and you want to be somewhere else. So where do you see the show going? That's going to why are you making faces at me? Huh? Why are you being disrespectful? Why are you being disrespectful in my hot tub?
Me?
Yeah, you.
What?
You're making faces at me.
I'm not. I'm making faces. I was saying yeah in agreement.
No, you're making faces at me. You're making faces. You're insulting me. You're insulting the host of the show
right now.
You're insulting the host of the show, man.
I was being more respectful to you by making exaggerated animated faces, which you should appreciate as an animator.
No, why don't you fucking cut your hair, you stupid fucking hippie?
I need a haircut real bad. I haven't got a haircut in a year, and I want to get one.
You do.
I'm probably gonna get one
Maybe
this weekend.
Maybe you guys should go give fucking Cal some subs so he can get a fucking haircut, huh?
Maybe you should give Chef some subs so he can stop having such a bad attitude.
Yeah, please. I'm poor. I need money.
Okay.
What were we talking about?
I was being very respectful. I was.
What were we talking about?
Exaggerating in agreement with what you were saying. I was saying, yeah.
Yeah. All right. So you want to make your own show. You want to do your own thing. So like, what are the kind of the steps that you kind of see yourself taking? You and the production team. What do you guys see yourself doing to maybe differentiate yourselves? Because I feel like it's very hard. The concept in itself will sort of live in that shadow, and the community will kind of always mention it. You know, they'll always compare you to, but I think you probably gotta you probably have ideas and you want to figure things out. So like, what's kind of the vibe? What are you thinking?
I think the biggest thing we can do for that is to get new faces in, because as of now, every project that we've done has involved people from the Stream Stars community, which everybody watching knows and likes, which is nice, or former Fish Tank contestants, which obviously have like built-in fan bases, which is good. It's good for growth. It's good for engagement. People want to see Jimmy on a weekend show like this. People want to see Aryeh, more or less. But to differentiate ourselves, I think that the best thing is like new, like new setups, new people to engage with, new people to get to know, our own group of people, rather than people that are coming from this show that we based basically everything we're doing on. And as we continue to grow, as we continue to make shows, I think that's going to be a priority, along with just like different structure for the show. Like Fish Tank up until this point, it was supposed to be a 6-week show. Now it's going to be a 4-week show. Our primary seasons are 2 weeks, and our shorter projects are weekends, you know? And it's just, that's a different format that I think is easier to work with. I think it's easier to work with and can be used
like special events
in a lot more varied ways. A lot more different themes can be explored. We're playing characters. We're like designing the sets in different ways. We want atmospheres. We want kind of like elements of role play.
Yeah.
Characters, acting. We want that kind of thing, and that's something that Fish Tank is less focused on, rather than us, because that's what there have been elements of that in Fish Tank, and that's what we've really liked. But they've kind of like stepped away from that, and
like Blood Games.
We try to exaggerate that.
Yeah, I think that's a real beautiful thing. I think that's like really the way forward, right? Like really, I think like for me, for example, right? Like I'm not like, I wouldn't consider myself like the biggest Fish Tank fan, but I've been somebody that has watched it since season 1 from the beginning. And, you know, I was very intrigued by it, and I watched it all. I was never like huge in the community. I was just kind of like a watcher. You know, I watched a lot of AB videos, you know, I watched a lot of those catch up videos.
You mean The Vile Rat?
The Vile Rat, dude. Yeah,
Rat?
dude, he's a writer. I watched a lot of his videos, man, especially like, honestly, dude, like when I watched the dude, when I watched the Blood Games ones, I was like blown away. I was like, this is the fucking coolest shit in the whole world, dude. Like I was like hooked, man. Like it was like days I was just sitting on my phone, because I was like behind on the stream, and like I didn't really want to watch the stream, so I would just watch the recaps, you know what I mean? And I was just like glued to my phone watching these recaps of like the Blood Games, and I just loved the whole like RP element and things like that, like Xavier Ravenblood. Like there's so many things that I've taken inspiration from Fish Tank for like my own show. Like my character Dungeon Master, like he is like a sort of Xavier Ravenblood-esque character, you know what I mean? Like a big lore guy and everything, and I've taken a lot of inspiration from him, and you know, it's that was one of the coolest things I ever saw, and I was like really bummed when they didn't bring it back for season 3, and then they did it with Bert, and I was like, oh, this is fucking sick, dude. You know, so like I love that you guys are kind of going in that avenue of like doing some more like RP streams, like not necessarily like RP like Dungeons and Dragons, but like you're gonna like kind of go into skits and like, you know, have ideas for how you want to present the stream. I think that's a really cool thing that I think a lot of that's just missing in streaming entirely. I think a lot of people, they just like go live because like IRL is like such a big thing, right? Especially on Kick, like people just like IRL stream, they go to the club, they do whatever, you know what I mean, talk to girls, and it's like whatever. But like I think a lot of people like the idea of like what Fish Tank does and what you guys are doing, like being locked in a house doing something with like 24 hours of ideas and all of that. So I think that you guys I think you guys could, in theory, really make your own brand and make your own image for it, especially like the further you separate from Fish Tank. I think it's a great way to go.
What we're trying to do. That's the goal. Am I blowing smoke into your face right now?
No, you're okay. I'm fine.
Okay.
I'm fine. I'm used to it. I'm smoking the ciggy too. It smells good,
yeah,
dude. It smells like lavender. CBD?
I'm not smelling that, but
it's CBD. It's not weed. It's not weed, right?
No, it's listen, I don't like smoking cigarettes.
Because I can't smoke weed. I can't smoke weed. I can't smoke weed. I get drug tested. I can't smoke weed. There's pot leaves on that.
I don't really smoke weed either.
There's fucking pot leaves on that, man.
It's CBD. I'm not high.
I'm gonna freak out, man, dude. Last time I was high, I fucking tuned a guitar for 3 hours. I can't smoke weed, man.
I don't like weed either.
I can't.
Weed kills me.
The guy's gonna scuff the whole interview, man.
This is not weed.
So we kind of talked about the production of Sardine Tin a little bit. Is there anything that you feel like you want to add about Sardine Tin, or you want to talk about, or in particular with it, or
is this like a shout out tease time?
You could shout out whoever you want, man. Yeah, if you got boys you want to shout out, right, go for it, man. Community members, whatever.
Full season 3 will be after Fish Tank season 5. Full 2 weeks. We've picked out a theme. I won't be saying the exact theme yet, but it's been picked out. It's been solidified. It's, I think, a lot more colorful than the prison theme we had, but we're working on it. We're cooking. And again, we got official sponsor. Let me just find the official sponsor. Dubby Energy. Official sponsor, Dubby Energy.
You can't remember your own sponsor?
We just got this. I was just informed about this today. Use code SardineTin for 10% off. For Dubby Energy, whatever that is.
It's an energy powder.
Focus energy drinks that your taste buds love with no sugar and no artificial colors or dyes. But
again, you know, like I said, hold on. Like I said, you know, we were sponsored by a different energy powder company, man. And you're kind of blowing, you know, telling people to get other things, and I don't really appreciate that. I just want to let you know, I let it go the first time, but you know, now we're reaching the second time, so maybe don't do it a third time, huh?
I forgot. Would you like? What is your sponsor?
Freshen Up Energy.
Freshen Up Energy. What's the code?
I think it's just BugGrub or ChefBugGrub.
Freshen Up Energy code ChefBugGrub. ChefBugGrub. Yo, this energy drink, it's 20% better than the shit that sponsors us. It gives me 20% more energy, and you get 20% off. Much more energy. There's so much energy to go around.
So I'm actually so this is just a little caveat that I want to say. I actually am working, guys, to get the so I am sponsored by a second energy company, which is they make energy chews, which are like kind of like Laffy Taffy and things like that. They also make throat drops and things like that. It's One Shot Energy, guys. One Shot Energy. And I'm actually working on getting One Shot to sponsor the Hot Tub Podcast. So if you guys enjoy these podcasts, all right, the cool thing is that when you tune into these podcasts, you'll be able to enter giveaways to earn codes to get free stuff. So that'll be really cool. That's one thing I'm working on behind the scenes. So if you guys have been enjoying these podcasts that we've been doing them, I have a lot more fun guests, a lot of bigger names, bigger than Mr. Kalkalaka here, that are going to be coming in the hot tub. I'm working on. So it's very exciting. No disrespect. No disrespect.
It's fine. I apologize for disrespecting your sponsorship. That was not intentional. This basically just what I've been told by our crack business finance team. Because I was supposed to say that. Sorry.
So what I want to kind of like segue into is like, so you do the sardine tin, you do the big productions and things like that, and then you also do your own show. You do your talk show and things like that. So what are the big differences that you've kind of seen from going from like a big production back to like your own show? How does that affect your own show? How does that also then go back to affect Sardine Tin? Is there things you learned during these big productions that help you kind of with your own stream in a sense?
I mean, I think it's more like I'm coming into Sardine Tin from doing my own thing, because like that's how it all started. I was doing every single person involved with anything I've ever done, anything we as a group have ever done, was doing their own thing. And that's like, I was doing my own streams in my bedroom, and what I was basically doing was just kind of like arranging different ridiculous sets in my bedroom. Like I spray painted trees on drywall and pretended like I was camping for a few weeks. I threw up some wooden panels that had brick patterns on them. I pretended I was living on the street. I was pretending I was basically homeless for a few weeks, and then like I started doing my talk show, and that was kind of the next phase of that, but it's lasted a lot longer than anything else. And it's just like, it's something that I don't know. Collaborating is fun. It's a lot different. I like collaborating. Collaborating is like, I've always seeked it out, but when I'm doing my own thing in my own room, I enjoy that a lot more. It's like,
well, you could really be yourself
safer
in that environment. You know, you could really show the world like who you are more in a sense, and like for example, like we kind of talked about this off stream, but like for me, for example, right, like I play in a band and things like that, and like music, when you're working in music and making music, it's like you're dealing with multiple personalities, kind of saying like, hey, we should do this, we should do that, and it's like, sometimes you have like the ultimate vision of how you want something to be. And that's one thing like I really appreciate about like live streaming and doing like my ChefBugGrub Show and doing it the way that I want to do it, is like I don't have anybody that is telling me that like I can't do the show how I want to do it. I can do it exactly how I want to do it. I can say whatever I want on it. I'm not really appeasing other people that may be producers or whatever, but I'm sure you can relate to that in a sense, and like that you get to do your own show, you get to do your own thing, you get to be how you want to be on that show.
I mean, it's less that like it's less about like appeasing, more so just about that I don't have to worry about anything other than what I want to do. And if there's something that upsets me, then it all comes down to me. If it's something I like, and that's just great for me. It's just like, it's all like, the only person I have to worry about is myself. And I mean, obviously like the audience, like anybody that's watching, for sure, that's true as well. But like, when with group projects, you have to worry about, okay, this person wants to do this thing, this person wants to do this thing, this person's upset for this reason, this person wants to quit, this person is freaking out, you know, and just like, there's a lot, and
it's a give and take. A lot more. It's a give and take, you know, like you're like, you know, okay, fine, we'll do the bit that you want to do, or we'll do this how you want to do this, but like, don't forget, like, I want to do this how I want to do that, and then it's like figuring out how to actually put all of that together in a sense, while at the same time also appeasing an audience that is paying the bills.
Yeah,
it's very difficult.
It's very difficult. It's appeasing a lot of different people.
I'm sorry. I know, what were you gonna say?
I mean, just to say that, and again, like when I'm in my room doing my own thing, the only person I have to appease in terms of like approval of what I'm doing in that moment is kind of like myself, and like again the audience. But like I think that the audience, I'm relatively confident in that, like the audience, I can give an audience what they want to see at this point. Like I know that, like I know what they like to see just from me. But with group things, with more complicated things, again, it's there's layers and layers and layers. So
that's so just to jump off that, like that's something that I really wanted to get as the emphasis, I think, of this whole interview and this whole podcast, of like, you know, when like people they see something like Sardine Tin, they think, okay, this is a fish tank knockoff, maybe, right? Like that's what I said to you the first time I've talked to you, right? I said that.
Yeah.
I said it. I'm like, oh, it's a fish tank knockoff. I don't know if I'm interested in that. And then I see, you know, but like I also understood what you guys were doing at the same time, because I'm somebody that is like I'm somebody that deals with live streaming and the whole thing, and you know, I tune in and I see what you guys are doing, and I go, this is a big production. This is a big production. This is a big deal. But again, most people don't see that. Most people don't understand what goes behind the scenes, you know, and it's your job as production to make sure that, you know, the problems that you guys are facing are not seen. Like, people don't think about that too. Like, there's probably a lot of stuff that goes on at the computer station that like they do not know about, and that's the real nitty gritty of like running a show like how you guys run it.
True. And to just speak to this difference between a major production and what I'm doing on my own is like, I don't care if the audience knows that I'm having trouble with something. I don't care if they know that I'm having trouble with like the special effects widget or the whatever is happening in OBS. If like I'm totally fine with looking like a moron for them, but like when it's an official production, you know, you want there to be a level of professionalism that you present.
Well, okay, so just to bounce off of what Sean D. Sarcasm said, you know, I doubt it's that complicated, Chef, giving him way too much credit. It's not about like that's the thing a lot of people don't understand when it comes to live streaming. It's not that something is too complicated for it to work properly. It's just the matter of fact is that, you know, when it comes to like having a show and a vision of a show, you want the show to go the way that the vision is. It's not always, and things don't always work out that way, especially when you're dealing with a chaotic environment of what Sardine Tin does. You're dealing with like a lot of variables. There's more variables than there are not. Like for me running the ChefBugGrub Show, there's not that many variables. What am I going to get? I'm going to get a phone call that is fucked up. You know what I mean? Like there's not that many variables. But like when you're doing a big production, we're dealing with multiple people and all these different things, and this person's like, oh, I'm hungry, and this person's like, oh, I want to sleep, and this person's like, oh, I want to fucking go outside and smoke a cigarette, you know, like that. Those are all variables that add up to a whole production, and then you put it into a 2-week time frame, right? where you're doing this 24/7 in a 2-week time frame, and people are just like I feel like a lot of people just kind of like shit on that, but they don't understand what that all entails.
Yeah. There's so many factors. And you know that, listen, I think that Sean guy just might be some kind of like hater or critic. Overly critical. That's just, I don't know, what I'm gathering from that person who I may or may not know. It's a lot. It's a whole lot.
It's a lot. Yeah, he has a small penis. All right, so let's divert. Let's talk about good old Fish Tank. Fish Tank Live. That's why everybody's here, right? They love Fish Tank. Fish Tank. Fish Tank. They love the unibrow. Everybody loves the unibrow. Right. So, are you excited for season 5? What are your thoughts? How are you feeling about it? Do you think it's going to be good? Do you think it's going to be bad?
I hope that it's good. I really wish the best for the crew. I understand that Sam has left. He will no longer be the host. Maybe he'll be appearing in guest appearances. I'm not sure. But frankly, I personally, and I know that this isn't the opinion of a lot of people I know, I'm burnt out on Fish Tank. When I discovered Fish Tank, I was obsessed with it for a year. And then shortly after that obsession, like, we did the auditions, and the auditions was essentially just giving ourselves, everybody that auditioned, the Fish Tank experience in our own bedrooms. And that's what we did. That's what I did.
They kind of rug pulled you guys, didn't they?
Yeah, pretty much. Like, they didn't.
You want to talk about that? You want to talk about that? Maybe like explain it a little bit for people who don't know.
In February of 2025, they announced a 2-week competition to stream on the website to audition to be on the next season of Fish Tank, season 4. After the 2 weeks, the competition was extended, and it eventually morphed into a points-based system where the mods on the Fish Tank website would give you points. And if you were first prize, you would get, I think the prize was $2,500. The second prize was a gaming PC. And that's just how the competition continued. It continued from, again, the last week of February to, I believe, the second or first week of May. And then they cut all streams on the website. And
so there was no prize, there was no PC given out, as far as you know.
No, there was the prize. The winner of the prize was a contestant from Australia, Slack AAU, good buddy of mine. Recently hung out with him at Sharkfest. He was the winner of Sardine Tin 2. He's got a good winning streak going. The winner of the gaming PC was Wacky the Clown, who's in chat right now. Shout out to Wacky, my boy. Like, they honored those prizes, but nobody who was on StreamStars ever got remotely close to being on the show. Which was kind of like how it was originally advertised.
Did they, like, was there any sort of terms and conditions for the competition that you guys saw or anything like that? Like, saying, like, that you would be, like, the winner would be on the show or anything like that? I'm just wondering.
Honestly, probably not. It was probably just a case of them saying, compete to be on the show without anything official, and then you could just go live on the website. It was all up to you.
Yeah.
So
it sounds kind of shitty.
Yeah.
But I mean, I guess that's kind of just how business is sometimes, you know what I mean?
It is what it is.
At least, I mean, hey, at least the people that, like, were supposed to get other prizes got the prizes, right? You know?
Yes. The 2,500 was paid out. The gaming PC was delivered, and I think that a lot of people who put a lot of themselves in the competition, you know, myself, Sharp Fart, Jack Off, everybody involved in the projects that we've been doing. They've gotten more out of it than they expected. Even if they weren't contestants on Fish Tank, they were contestants on Sardine Tin, which who knows? Some could say is better. Who knows?
Some could say that. Some could say
But
that.
they've been, it's been a lot of fun for a lot of people, and I think that things worked out how they should have.
Yeah. Yeah, everything kind of happens for a reason. So now we're kind of okay, so now we're moving into season 5, right? Season 4 ending with pretty much a half a season, things like that. One of the big controversies that I've been seeing on X, formerly Twitter, is that people are kind of upset about season pass. I don't really understand that personally. I don't understand why people are upset about a season pass, because from my understanding, you people, they watch a streamer, they'll subscribe to the streamer because they enjoy the content, this and that, and it's like $5 a month, and they're asking for $10 a month, which in my opinion isn't too unreasonable. Why do you think people are upset about it, mostly?
I can probably speak at length about this.
Yeah.
Chef, as you said, you're more you've been watching since season 1, but you're more of a casual viewer.
I bought the season pass here and there, like I've delved into it, I don't want, like, listen, I'm a Fish Tank fan, bro. I may be a fake fan to some people, but I'm a fan.
I don't think you're a fake fan. Honestly, people would say you're more of a fan of it than I am because you've been watching since season 1. I haven't.
Well, we all know Rachel is the fake fan, but that's besides the point.
Yeah, Rachel started watching. I don't know if this might be some interesting knowledge for you, but Rachel watched more of Stream Stars than she watched a Fish Tank, and she thought that she saw the first Sardine Tin, and she thought that they would turn off cameras on the Fish Tank show for a contestant because of what she saw on Sardine Tin 1. She had more knowledge of that than she did of actual Fish Tank. Like, she had been texting me since like April, which is months before June when she was on the show. But to digress about the season pass issue, I think that the season pass dynamic has changed a lot. For one, a few months ago, so what the season pass offers is you can type an unlimited amount of messages in the chat. If you don't have a season pass, and this is going off a few months ago, you could type one message every 3 minutes, and they've recently changed it so you need a season pass to type in chat at all. And a lot of people just like using Fish Tank as a chat room and didn't want to have to pay for a chat room, especially in the last few months where there is objectively there's nothing on the website. Additionally, something that was very, very popular on Fish Tank was the clan feature. People got very, 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 very into their clans, what group they were in on the website. Clan warfare was a very real thing. It was a game in and of itself. Like, people would spend hundreds of dollars, maybe thousands of dollars, fighting other clans. And they recently made the decision to eliminate clans entirely, which was something that people bought season passes for.
Yeah.
People bought season passes to own their own clans, to participate in their own clans, to engage in this secondary game to the website. And people don't like that that's just gone now. And additionally, it's just like, I think that another reason people are upset is because they're asking to buy. Fish Tank is asking for people to buy season passes, but there has not been a full season of Fish Tank, and arguably it isn't even a full season of Fish Tank since December of 2024. So essentially the entire last year there have been 2 weeks of official Fish Tank content between the 2 weeks of June before the show got shut down. So the fact that they're asking for more money when they haven't delivered on much.
Yeah.
I think rubs people the wrong way. Me personally, I'm not going to get a season pass anymore. I personally am done paying money into Fish Tank.
Why do you think that they've made these choices? Like, why do you think they decided to get rid of clans and anything that really, like, ultimately brought the community together?
That is a question that I've thought about, and honestly, I really cannot answer. I can't give you an answer to that.
Yeah.
I don't know why they would do that. I can't tell you. I'm not them. I don't know what they're thinking about. I can't tell you. Sorry.
I think maybe it's more like they maybe want to go like a little bit more of a corporate route, and like that kind of, you know, circles back to like what we were talking about earlier about how like, you know, a lot of streamers like want to go that corporate route and things like that. And I think maybe they're looking for investors. They're looking to like clean up the site a little bit and make it, you know, a little bit. Maybe they have a different vision for the show this season than they have in the past. You know what I mean? Like you said, like you're burnt out on it, right? Maybe.
Well, here's the thing, Chef.
Maybe they're burned out too.
To go corporate. They have tried to go corporate previously.
Yeah.
After season 3, you couldn't say the N word or the F word in chat. They were actively trying to seek corporate sponsors.
Yeah.
They tried that, and they gave up. They gave up. They said we've been reaching out to people. We've been trying to do this. It hasn't worked out. So now we're going full uncensored, and that's what they've done. That's what they did. Now you can say literally, basically anything you want in the Fish Tank chat. There's no censorship at all whatsoever.
Yeah.
So the answer to say that like they're trying to go corporate again, like they already tried and failed and reneged on that. So I don't think that's the answer.
So with Sam Hyde leaving the show, like how do you feel like that's going to affect this season? Do you think it's going to be better? Do you think it's going to be worse? Like what's your kind of guesses on that?
For me personally, I've always been a Fish Tank fan. Like I didn't come to Fish Tank from MDE.
Yeah.
I knew about MDE. I thought Sam Hyde was pretty funny. I'd seen some of his stuff. I liked some of it. I didn't like some of it. I was like very, you know.
Can I give a controversial thing, dude?
Was that?
Can I give a little controversial take?
Was that?
I don't think he's that funny. I don't think he's that funny, dude. I think he's funny. I don't think he's that funny. As much as people make him out to be.
I think that Sam he's a that puts himself in a lot of different formats. He does stand-up podcasts, he does sketch comedy shows, he does reality TV hosting. And for me, it's like I like his sketch comedy, more or less, kind of. Some of it I don't like, some of it TV show host.
Yeah.
And this is like, there's layers to it. Come from liking him from $1 Million Extreme. I came into it because I thought Fish Tank was a unique and creative. And I think it will be missing something without him as the host. But depending on who they get, depending on how they reshape things, I don't know.
Yeah, they just need somebody that can mog the fish, really. You know?
Yeah.
That's pretty kind of shit on the fish, and you know that's like I think that's just kind of the dynamic of like the show. Like you got a host that just shits on the fish, and the fish do the challenges, and you know, and it really could be anybody. You know what I mean? It's just like Sam has a sort of. He does have a sort of presence to him, which I think adds to the show in a sense. Like he has that dominating presence, that alpha male like energy, if you will, that does add to the mystique of like the host and like being like the guy that controls everything, and you know. But I think that really could be anybody. It's just a matter of like who they get, you know. Like I saw something about like Ice Poseidon it was like a Ice Poseidon clip, and it was like Jet Neptune donated to Ice Poseidon. It was like, hey, sent you a message about being the host for Fish Tank, you know, this and that. I don't know if it was real or not, but I was like, bro, if you get fucking Ice Poseidon, dude, like, this shit's gonna suck, man, dude. It's gonna be bad. Ice Poseidon's one of the most overrated streamers I've ever seen, man. He's funny, but he's not that funny. You know what I mean?
I never followed Ice Poseidon. I'm not a stream watcher. I don't know streamers. Like, I know who he is. I know, like, kind of about the circle, but, like, I'm not a stream guy. For me, you know, not to compare myself too much, but I've had experience hosting a show like Fish Tank, and I think the key to it is, honestly, and this is something that I can't do, getting someone who is big and imposing. I can yell. I'm very good at yelling. I'm very good at being angry. I'm very good at screaming.
You're pretty short, aren't you?
Well, I don't know. Am I?
I don't.
You seem to have pointed it out.
I don't know, dude. I saw you on the show, and I was like, damn, this guy's kind of short, dude. He's a short Kang. Short Kang,
Thanks.
man.
Thank you for noting that in the promotional tweet for this interview. But yeah, if I think that one thing.
How tall are you? How tall are you? How tall are you?
I'm 5'7".
5'7". All right, it could be worse, dude.
Yeah, it could be worse.
Could be worse. You make up for length in other ways, right?
That's right. Absolutely. But I think that something that Sam has that's just natural to him, he's a very tall guy with a deep, booming voice who is very good at projecting it, and like that's a strength, and it's good for controlling people, just in a pure psychological sense. If there's a big guy imposing on you and yelling at you, then that's good for getting things, you know, corralling things. Not to like completely change subjects, but like right now there is a El Salvadorian version of Fish Tank called El Estanque going.
I've seen some clips.
His name is. Was that?
I've seen some clips of that. I haven't really like checked it out, but
it's very good. The host of that is a guy named Roberto. He's great. I interviewed him. He's a great guy. He really knows what he's doing. He's very funny, but he's also like a big guy with a deep voice who can like really get into people's faces and just like tell them what to do. And for me, it's like, I don't know. Sometimes I feel like a barking chihuahua.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
All right, so here's where I'm going to pitch my sardine tin idea. Are you ready for this? All right, dude?
Is it your VTuber?
Yeah, all right, so here's what we're going to do. Ready? All right, so it's the ChefBugGrub's Mystical Quest Adventure. All right, so I'm going to be on the TV, okay? It's going to be an escape room, all right? And I'm going to be like Pennywise, and I'm going to be the guy that's like sort of navigating all of your sardine tin contestants to getting out of the escape room. What do you think? It's a pretty good idea, huh?
Did you mean Pennywise or Jigsaw?
Jigsaw. Pennywise, Jigsaw. I'll wear a clown costume if it adds to it. I don't know.
Well, Pennywise is the it clown that eats children, and Jigsaw is the guy that sets up traps.
All right, whatever, dude. I'm Jigsaw. Whatever, dude. I don't watch horror movies, man. I'm a beautiful Christian boy. I don't watch anything that's like that. All right.
A beautiful Christian boy. That's exactly what we need. That sounds great. That sounds lovely.
That would be fun. That'd be fun. Like a 24-hour, just a 24-hour, dude. We do a little 24-hour. All right, I get all my characters involved, dude. We'll get Dungeon Master in. We'll get all of the people in, and the fish have to navigate the thing, And I've done things like this in GTA RP, so like I can't imagine it would be that hard to figure out how to do it in the show.
I gotta let you know.
Are you doing an escape room theme already?
The Stream Stars had a there was another show currently working on a sequel project, Wacky's House of Victims. If you're familiar with Wacky the Clown, who gifted you a sub earlier in chat, he essentially played a jigsaw where he would put people through challenges and things. But it wasn't like an escape room. It wasn't an escape room. It was just a trapped in a room for 24 hours doing challenges type thing.
Okay.
So as long as you're not a clown, and as long as it's not a
I could just be me.
Spinning wheel of challenges, I think that's good.
I think listen, we get Hachimitsu, all right, we get me, and we do the VTuber weekend, and it's the VTuber challenge weekend. That would be pretty cool, right?
Hachimitsu, shout out.
Yeah, shouts out.
Much love to Hachi.
You know,
VTuber
we'll get the VTuber weekend going, dude. That sounds like a pretty fun idea, right? Get
I like that.
Little challenge thing. All right, so that's kind of all of the questions that I have for you when it comes to like fish tank and things like that. And Sean brought up a good point, dude. I want to talk to you about Fallout, dude. I want to talk to you about Fallout because you and me are big Fallout boys.
Yeah.
So
we are, but
you know, you so what's your favorite one?
New Vegas.
New Vegas. Have you played 1 and 2? I need to
Yes.
know that. Okay. I have not. But to be fair, I've watched like a lot of videos about the lore and stuff, so I'm very familiar. You know, I'm a big lore guy, man. I'm a big lore guy. I love lore. I love it so much. You know?
Me too.
So,
and that's why I don't play 76 because it doesn't have any lore.
Bro, I
It's
love
just
76 though. It's so
crap.
much fun, man. So much fun,
Dude,
man.
it's crap.
It's not
It says they shouldn't be
crap.
making
It's
Fallout
not
games.
crap. Explain to me why it's crap. Explain it.
It's crap because they completely, listen, honestly,
I can defend this game. All right, so tell me.
I didn't play 76 until
Didn't play it.
I played
He
it
didn't
after
play
launch.
It. Oh.
Apparently, they've added NPCs and everything.
Oh, he
since I
hasn't played
through
it since launch. Okay, yeah, continue. Sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is that not valid? Is that not a valid opinion when I play the game when it's been launched, when it's been delivered?
Maybe you
When they
should.
when-
Well, listen.
And they
All
changed
right, listen.
it entirely in a year based off feedback that it was dog shit.
I'm not gonna deny that the game was poopy when it launched. I bought it pre-order, man. I know it was shit,
Yeah.
and I will admit that it was shit when it launched. But we can't live in the past. All right, we live in the modern day where things move on and things get better. Look at No Man's Sky, man. It's like a critically acclaimed game now, and it was shit at launch. Okay, so we can't play that game of it was poopy when it launched. Okay, so let's take that out of perspective because the game you played today is not the game you bought when it came out.
Yep. Okay.
All right,
let's
so
take that
now
perspective.
tell me more
Okay,
why it
so-
sucks.
So, okay. Well, listen, I can't even. I played a lot of Fallout 4 and a bit of 76. Can you tell me, Chef? Can you tell me what year in the Fallout universe does 76 take place? How many years after the Great War?
Off the rip, can I look it up? I don't know.
Look it up. Go ahead. I'm not quizzing you. I'm just asking.
When does Fallout
Also, I have to
76
pee so bad.
take? Yeah, go take a pee.
If there's any, take a pee.
Yeah, go take a pee. I'm gonna take a pee too, real quick.
Okay. Thank you.
It's just a chair, dude. How did he get a chair in my hot tub? All right, guys, give us 1 second. We'll be right back with some funness. Do you guys want a song? You guys want a little jingle? You guys want a little jingle in the meantime? Let me play you a little song. I'll play you guys a little song, guys. I'm gonna play you. Hold on. Let me play a little song. Hold on. I'm looking for it. I gotta add it to this scene. Sorry. Hold on, we're not gonna play that one. Here, I got a song for you guys. It's called "No Fat Bitches in My Car." All right, enjoy this.
Oh my gosh, are you Jefferson Rocker?
Yeah, that's me. Hey, how's it going?
Tim? Oh my gosh, we're such big friends.
yeah.
We love you so much, Jefferson. You wanna go hang out with us?
Sorry, ladies, you're a bit too large for me.
You're so rude, Jefferson.
Oh, yeah.
You'll never find a lady like me.
This hot tub is getting so hot.
Saw this big girl leaning by the neon bar light, talking about riding
Chef,
shotgun
are you
with me. All night she tried stepping into my Chevy, almost broke the side. I said, baby, you too heavy, this ain't no hayride. Bench ain't made for your biscuit and gravy rare. Trying to climb in Truck Creek, that's all I needed to hear. No the street, no lies, keep your snacks and lard. No fat bitches ever riding in my yard.
Know it sounds mean, I know it sounds wrong, but I ain't looking to raise no hogs. I work too hard for a ride this tide to let a big girl go and block my headlights.
No fat bitches in my car. Got a bench seat made for a stall.
Big fenders, but the girls stay small. Only room for the fighting soul.
No fat bitches in my ride. She broke the axle, now we're gonna die.
Yeah, you know I won't get very far with all these fat bitches in my car.
She broke my shocks, made the ass drop tailpipe on the road.
Left me walking around carrying such a big old heavy load. Got a shotgun rack and a Marlboro Red.
And if you eat like a horse, baby, you can walk instead.
Dipping my lip and a girl on my lap. If she jiggle too much, then she be walking back. Yeah, I'm the king of the country with my head tilted low. All these big girls crying, but that's just how it goes.
No fat bitches in my car. Got a bench seat made for a stall.
Big fenders, but the girls stay small. Only room for the fighting soul.
No fat bitches in my ride. She broke the axle, now we're gonna die. Yeah, you know I won't get very far with all these fat bitches in my car.
He's not back. He's not back. How you guys doing, dude? How's everybody feeling tonight? Happy Friday, everybody. Hope you guys are having a good one, dude. We're in the hot tub with Kalkalaka's chair. I appreciate you guys being here. Hope you guys are having a good one, dude. Pretty Girl Josie, what's up? Shareholders, it's Mibs.
Fallout 76
Oh, there he
is
is.
a travesty. It's a
great.
complete
Here we go.
bastardization of the series. It's nothing like the original RPG elements that the series was set up as. It's 1 and 2 set up. Fallout 3 fucked up. New Vegas repaired. Then 4 fucked up further. And then 76 just wiped out. Wiped out.
Why?
There's
But why?
no RPG elements to the game.
I would argue that there is RPG elements. Purple Mon, thank you for the gift. It's up. I would argue that there is RPG elements in our. Argue that it is the most RP friendly version of the game. I would
Did
argue
you know
that.
Purple Moss is Angelina from season 4?
Yeah, I know, dude. I spent all my fish bucks on her that in the Stoics board, and she got kicked off the show. Not happy about it. Not happy about it.
Angelina,
Is what it
are you
is.
doing?
Is what it is. I thought she
Must
was.
love
I thought she was a
Angelina.
contender. I thought she was a contender, dude. She didn't have the fighting spirit. It's okay though. All right.
She's my best friend. Fallout.
So
Okay.
I'll explain it, right? Fallout 76 is a game that is entirely designed. Yes, it has looter shooter mechanics similar to Destiny. It does not have true RPG, say the original games did, but it's a very different game. It's an experimental game. It's a game that really going out and making your own adventure. That's why it's because you can go, you can dress as whatever you want to do. You can talk to other people. You can go make and things like that. And I've had a lot of good RP interactions with people within the game. So like your camera's blurry, but so for me that's like that's a big factor that makes it a RPG, or having RP elements, should I say? And I would argue that there is RPG. You want to make your character, if you want to do a certain build or anything like that, there why that you could do them.
All right, I'm hold on, blurry. I'm trying
You're
to fix
good.
it. My
You're
bad.
good.
I'm trying to not be blurry. I think that, Chef, to be honest, I'm not a gamer. The series I've played the most is Fallout. So I don't have much to compare Fallout 76 to in terms of multiplayer RPGs. But what I know is Fallout 1, 2, and New Vegas, which were developed by the same group of people, had your individual
but they weren't all
character.
developed by the same group of people. Let's be fair. All right, 1 and 2 were developed by different people. Okay, and then as well as 3 was developed by different people.
The same like heads, like Chris Avalon. What's his name? I can't remember. Josh Sawyer. Like these were people that worked at Obsidian. That the Obsidian, which was the studio that came after Black Isle, which developed the original 1 and 2.
Yes.
What Bethesda does is makes your character essentially an empty cup that you fill when you level up to become the best at everything. But in those games, you have to specify if you're going to become good at talking, a charisma build, speech, barter, or a melee build like brute strength, like, or sneak, like being like hiding in the shadows and sniping things. Like these are specific things that you make your character into. Whereas the Bethesda games, your character just becomes better at every single thing. It doesn't become. They just become the god emperors of the land. And I think in RPG, in a true RPG, your character has strengths and weaknesses. And for your character to just become good at every single thing, it defeats the purpose, in my opinion.
But all right, so I can understand like here's my beef, right? Is like I think Fallout 76 gets a lot of heat for no reason because it's a very different game than the rest of them, and I will admit that it's a very different game. But I can understand saying how Fallout 4 is like that. Yes, I can understand. I think Fallout 4 is more of a disgrace than 76 is. At this point in time, I think Fallout 4 is more of a disgrace than 76 is because I think 76 still does allow you a lot of RP elements, whereas Fallout 4 kind of just like gives you power armor in the beginning and makes you fight Deathclaw. But I would argue too, dude, that Fallout 3 is a game that really still did experiment with a lot of RPG elements. Wouldn't you say so? I mean, think about it. Like your guns and things like that, like, and hit all the time. Like you have to level up the gun skills for them to be more accurate and things like that.
But that's what I'm saying. I was like, having 10 in every special skill and 100 in every stat. The God Emperor of the Wasteland, who is good at every single thing. Specifically designed for very, very particular interactions, whether that be speech, barter, or
But I don't know. Like, so like maybe I just look at it very differently because like I come from a world where like I'm a big GTA RP guy, right? Like I've done a lot of GTA RP, and I've like everybody's pretty much equal in terms of power, and it's like it just comes to how you talk and how the stories that you can craft for yourself. And so, like, for me, like, I approach RP in that kind of way. I think of like how the story is that I can make and things like that. I don't necessarily think of game mechanics as RP elements. I think of like, what is the world that you're in? How easy is it to make a story in that world? And like, that's something that I like kind of always try to approach when I'm like playing like a game like Fallout. What is the story, you know? Because I try to put Chef BugGrub in, like we were doing our New Vegas story. And I try to put Chef BugGrub in New Vegas, and it's like, how can I add to the Chef BugGrub lore while also playing Fallout in a sense, right?
Yeah, I hear you. And you know, that is a whole different world because it is multiplayer. And honestly, like, this is a difficult discussion for me because I gave up on Fallout after 4. Like, I
think that you and me need to play 76. And we need to have a good old time doing it one day.
I need to clear up space on my hard drive.
I think we need to have a little old Fallout 76 day, me and you. I think you need to experience it for what it is now.
Okay.
You know? Wouldn't that be fun? Wouldn't you guys want to see that? Don't you guys want to see that? You guys want to see that, right?
Listen, can I make a personal announcement?
Yeah. Is it about W Energy?
No.
Okay.
I am currently planning on sort of revamping my channel, having a schedule that I adhere to. And one of the components of that schedule is Fallout Fridays, where I will be continuing my playthrough of Fallout 3. And after that's done, playing New Vegas, maybe other Fallouts, Fallout Fridays, Fallout every Friday, essentially. And if Chef is able, I'm willing to incorporate 76 into that.
Oh, more than able.
76. I have it on Steam. I deleted the game, but I'll re-download it after. I have to clear up a lot of space on my computer, but I can do that.
Yeah, I think it would be a lot of fun. So let's talk about the TV show, dude. So what are your thoughts on the TV show?
Bastardization. Forgive my language, but it rapes the lore.
Yeah.
It's disgusting to me. It is corporate Bethesda slop, Amaslop. It is garbage, and I hate it.
I do agree with you. I think that personally, I think Todd Howard hates anything that's New Vegas, and he wants to rewrite the lore and make it their own, and like kind of have it to be their own sort of thing, which I can respect, right? Because they own the IP and things like that. But it's also like, you know, the thing with a lot of shows nowadays that a lot of people don't realize is like these producers that make these shows and things like that, they understand that like you're sitting there watching like the show, but you're also sitting there scrolling on your phone watching TikTok. So they don't make the stories that deep to like, so you can engage with it in like a real personal level. And you know, I think my biggest thing with the Fallout show is I think that they've made they sort of picked main characters when they should have picked the wasteland itself as the main character and the world around it, because that's what Fallout is. And I think that you're right in a sense that like Bethesda has lost a lot of that. They choose these main character syndromes and things like that, and it you know, Fallout 4 is like really a prime example of that. But I think Fallout 76 really comes back to basics when it comes to how you interact with the world, because you really are set to do your own thing in that game. But yeah, I really wish they maybe took another route with it. And I don't hate the show. Like, I don't hate the show. I think the show is a net positive. But I do think that if you're like a hardcore fan of New Vegas specifically, the show definitely does indeed shit on the show.
It shits all over the place. It shits like it just ate a bunch of beans and peppers. What
bothers you the most about the show?
What bothers me the most about the show? What bothers me the most about the show is the fact that essentially they decided that New Vegas just didn't have an ending. You know, there was no definitive. And that was the beauty of New Vegas, is that it was so wide open. There wasn't a good ending or a bad ending. There were so many endings. You could have the Legion, NCR, Mr. House, or Yes Man, which you, the player, decided. And the Yes Man ending could have been a whole sprawling event of endings. Like, you know, anything could have happened with the Yes Man ending. You could have picked anything. So they just decided, and somehow they didn't fit the New Vegas canon into any of those at all. And like what they did with Caesar's Legion, which is like stupid. It's stupid. And it doesn't match the lore.
The Caesar's Legion, I think is a very it's very tough. It's a very tough thing because, like, ultimately, I think the problem with the show ultimately is the timeline issues. If they had pushed everything up like 10 years, I think there wouldn't be any sort of problem with anything. You know what I mean? Even Caesar's Legion, I think any of that stuff, thank you for that. I think Caesar's Legion, any of that stuff, like if they pushed the timeline up like 10 years, there could have been a way to explain why the Legion lost its way of how it originally was, of being like this theocratic, like dictatorship sort of socialism type of vibe that they had. You know, but they chose not to just be lazy about it.
Okay, so to me, in my opinion, so the in the show, the Legion is divided because Caesar has died, which to me makes sense. Like, that's actually a very good angle to bring to the show. Like, the whole problem with Caesar's Legion is the entire Legion is built upon a single person who, in the game, is ailing. He's dying. So the after effects of that are a very interesting thing to explore. But in the show, and spoilers for the show, like, Caesar dies and the Legion is split into civil war, which to me makes sense. That's a very good thing. Like, that.
See, I don't think that makes sense. I don't think that makes sense to the whole idea of what Caesar.
You don't think it makes sense?
No, it doesn't make sense.
Why don't you no.
Because the whole idea of Caesar's Legion is because you can do the I don't know who the guy that succeeds him is, but you can do the whole quest line where, like, you find out that the guy has
Linnaeus.
Yeah, you find out that the head has cancer, right? And you can try to cure the cancer, or you cannot choose to cure it, and then like his heir takes over. But the ideas of what the Legion stands for, of that I guess socialism is like kind of the best way to explain it. It's like sort of like a utopia of, like, we work for the state kind of thing, and like that's the only value that you have. I think that that's completely lost in the whole show. And because there would if that's what the values that the people had always had, that's what would always hold, right? So they wouldn't be. So maybe they're arguing about who is the heir, but then at the end for them to be like there is no heir, I think that's a little foolish, don't you think?
Yes, I think that's extremely foolish. Like, again, like Caesar. And okay, so I'm agreeing with you and disagreeing with you in some aspects. So Caesar within the game is the entire Legion is based around him personally. He is a god emperor. Every single person in the Legion is servile to him. But he has spent his whole life building up a country. He is the leader of this massive, massive faction. It is his life's goal for his vision of society to succeed, right? And within the game, he has successors. But it does make sense. It does make sense because every single person in the Legion like bows to Caesar, but they don't bow to each other. So to me, in the show, it does make sense for them to have a civil war. But what doesn't make sense is for Caesar within the show to say, the Legion ends with me. This country, this entire country that I've built, that I spent my life building, he says in the show, it ends with me. Like there's no going forward from this. So,
well, you know that, that's the problem with like lazy like writing, right? Like things like the Legion, at knowing how important it was to New Vegas and the story of New Vegas, like they could have spent more time maybe focusing on that, but they chose to spend time talking about Norm McLean and his fucking vault dwellers. You know, like they could have. It all comes down to just like lazy writing in a sense of like, you know, they're just like, oh, Legion's done. We fucking there's no air.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
You blew that in my face and I coughed.
Yeah, no, and it's like they do the same thing with the NCR. Nobody knows, like, is the NCR around? Like, that Shady Sands was nuked, the capital of the NCR. Is the NCR still a country? Is it not there?
Explain to me.
The finale.
Explain to me why everybody gets excited when fucking Maximus comes in the power armor, right? Oh, we got to include power armor. We got to take the NCR armor and we got to make it better. We got to make it power armor, right? You know, he comes in the power armor, and everyone's like, "Oh, the NCR is here." But like, meanwhile, in Freeside in New Vegas, they do not like the NCR.
Nope.
How does that make sense? And it's like, again, things could be written in to make sense on that, right? It could be a simple conversation. It could be like when the ghoul is at the bar with the guy, right? Like, and he's like talking. He's like, yeah, you know, it could be a robot. It could be whatever. You know, as long as I'm not paying taxes. You know, like it could be a simple conversation of like, you know, the NCR came in and really took this place around and like really brought it back to what it was. You know, it could be a conversation like that, but they never dive into that stuff, and it's really disappointing.
Because I mean, this is like they don't care. They don't care about people that play the games. They care about you know, someone that is vaguely aware of what Fallout is and knows these terms. Like they care about reaching the widest audience possible.
Well, of course.
And the widest audience possible doesn't care about the lore. They don't care about it. They just know, like, they played New Vegas for 3 hours in fucking 2012, and they get the basic concepts of it. But it's easier to just like look at the factions, the pre-existing characters as like, you know, action figures to move around and rewrite.
Yeah.
Rather than like following an established lore, because that's harder. That's harder to do. And you know what? The writers of the Amazon official Fallout show, they don't have time to put 100 hours into Fallout New Vegas. They don't have time for that. What they need to do is write the show. So
I agree. All right, we're gonna you good on time right now?
I'm here all night, buddy.
All right, sick. All right, guys, we're going to take some questions from chat. If you guys have any questions for me or Kalkalaka, please put them in chat. Let's get some questions going. They could be Fallout related. They could be Sardine Tin related. They could be his talk show related. Anything like that. Now is the chance for chat to shine, baby. So let's get those questions rolling.
Are you cool if I read chat now?
Blue says he's as tall as you. Is this true?
Blue is not as tall as me.
I want to let you know I'm only 5'10", so I understand your struggles sometimes.
Oh, okay.
But it's nice to know that I'm still taller than you.
Maybe. I do hunch.
Cal mentioning Fallout 3. Will you be using VATS or have we moved on from that?
For you, Stairs, I'll try and remember to use VATS. I play Fallout, I don't use VATS. I find it more fun and engaging to just aim like it's a regular video game. But I know how much you like VATS, Stairs. I'll do my best to remember to use VATS. It's not a habit. It's not even a habit. I'm not used to it. But for you, I'll try to do it.
Do you think Caesar kisses all of his Legion?
No, I think I think that they hide their homosexuality, and Caesar probably has concubines. Realistically.
Is it, Mama Josie wants to know, is it okay to steal your ideas?
You couldn't if you tried.
Okay.
If you stole my ideas, they would be shit because they weren't me doing them.
You know, one thing I like to do in Fallout, dude, is I turn on God mode. Just it's not even so I can just fight everything and live. It's mostly just because I want to carry everything all the time. Is that wrong?
I've partaken in that. You know, it's nice. Nice to not worry about that shit.
Why did you not describe Sardine Tin as former fish tank contestant's last stop before becoming irrelevant?
Because that's rude. And I don't think that's true. You know what? People, you wouldn't believe the trajectory people take online sometimes.
I agree.
Sometimes they start on one thing and they're dead for years, and then suddenly, boom, they blow up for another thing, and then they're skyrocketed to fame.
Why are there so few canned sardines in Sardine Tin?
We did a Sardine Tin eating challenge on the full official season, and Stone Fox, who's currently in El Salvador and on El Estanque, had to do a punishment where he ate several cans of sardines. So they're there during the full official seasons, but not during the side projects, which honestly we've done more of at this point.
Something so surreal about a cartoon and a real person together. I want to let you guys know that the ChefBugGrub Show is coming back full force, baby. We are going to be going into season 2, the season 2 premiere, March 4th of the ChefBugGrub Show. It's a live interactive cartoon talk show here to bring you dread, joy, and everything in between. We'll be covering offbeat news and things like that, viewer call-ins, the whole shebang. I got plots written for it and everything like that, so I just want to let you guys know that. Please make sure you guys are following the channel, staying up to date with everything.
That sounds very interesting. Honestly, I'm actually very excited. Chef, like I said, Chef, and I'm gonna do a bit of glazing here. Like, I don't watch or care about streamers other than my friends in the circle that I formed. You are probably one of the only people that I watch and am interested in outside of that. Like, you are the only streamer that captures my I think not to I'm trying not to sound self-aggrandizing or whatever, but you're the person that I'm seeing whoa, you're doing something interesting. I don't care about people sitting at their desk playing games. I don't care about people sitting at their desk and yapping generally, unless they're my friends. But you whoa, chef, this guy's doing a lot. So really, I honestly mad respect to you.
I appreciate that, man. I really do. I really do. I really do try to put a lot into the show and everything, and it's just awesome to be appreciated, man. I appreciate you because you've exposed the show to so many other people and things like that, and you know, just that one host that one day, it really brought a lot of new people into the show, you know, and I really appreciate that. And then a lot of people have been enjoying the show. And
dude, I hope so. Really, everybody, if anybody here likes me, then this guy is funnier and more talented version of me, but also a cartoon. So check him out. Really,
it's different, man. It's different
as much
vibe.
support as possible.
Question for Cal. Where'd it go? Do we know the location of Noswal's tooth, and can we bid on it?
I think Noswal has his tooth back.
He has his tooth back. Okay, good.
Do you know about Noswal's tooth, Chef?
I don't know about the tooth, no.
Noswal is a contestant on Sardine Tin 2. He had a loose tooth. There was a lemon eating challenge, and he bit into a raw lemon with a line, and his tooth fell out. And Noswal's got a cult following, so there's a lot of people interested in his tooth.
Interesting.
As far as I'm aware, his tooth has been returned to him.
That's good.
But there are people that want it.
Who's Kalkalaka's favorite Sardine Tin contestant?
Brookie Babe 420.
Okay. For Cal, can we get a shock?
You know my shock, Chef?
What do you have, a shock collar or something?
Yeah.
What are you, Hassan Piker?
Yeah, I am. That's me. But I do it to myself. I got my shot collar here. Hold on.
Trying to find more questions, but you guys keep chatting,
Right,
so I can't scroll up.
I'll give myself a shock on the shot collar if Chef can get a sub.
There you go.
Ooh, son. If we can get a sub for Chef, then I'll give myself a shot. That's how it works. You give the sub, you get a shock.
What do we got? What do we got? Wait, Fallout New Vegas, big MT. Oh, we got one. We got one from Stairholder.
Make you use Stairholder.
And ketamine abuser.
Oh, you got.
And we got one
you've
from
also
ketamine
got a
abuser.
subscription, like to your channel.
And Mimesis. And Mimesis.
Mimesis supported. Mimesis.
This is great, dude. I don't have to do any sort of challenges. You could just do them for me.
Yeah. Yeah, you should make your.
You should
your
come
hot
on my
tub
show more
guests
often.
Yeah, for sure, buddy.
Ketamine, thank you again. Thank you for the gifted. Real Clegga, dude. Thank you for the 5 gifted, man. Holy shit, dude. You gotta shock yourself hard, man. Wait, should I get out of the hot tub? Should I be worried about this? Should I be worried about this? I might have to get out of the hot tub.
Very good. I'm sorry. I'm just having trouble connecting it. Clicking in the back of my neck. I'm sorry. I'm working on it. Shout out to Clegg.
Thank you guys for all the subs, for real. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I don't mean to step on you. Do you remember the first time we ever spoke and like one of like my audience members subbed to you and I was like, "Yo, thanks 1-800," and you were like, "Hey, that's my job."
Yeah. You know, we play into the bit. We play into the bit, dude. We play into the bit, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's force of habit. Like I know my boys, and I'm thankful for my boys.
While you're connecting that, dude, rate the Fallout New Vegas big MT DLC 1 through 10. Chef, have
7.
you 7? Chef, have you ever done a Jaeger bomb? Yeah, I have, but I don't drink Jaeger. It makes me really sick. Who is Kalkalaka and why is he so kissable? He's the guy next to me.
Kissable.
Glebe, what was your question?
Okay. I want to honor all the shocks that people sub for. So that's one from Stairs. Ah.
Oh God. I felt a little movement there.
Yeah. Huh?
Felt a little movement there.
Yeah, it hurts. One from Mimesis. Ah. One from Ketamine Abuser.
Free Kaya, dude.
And then 5 from Clegg.
Oh my gosh.
They're especially painful on the spine.
Fuck.
Clegg.
I feel the pain for you. Oh God.
It's all part of the job.
God, and you got another one, Pill Enjoyer. You gotta keep going. Thank you, Pill Enjoyer, for the gifted.
2 from Clegg. Thank you to Pill. Dude, Pill never subs. Dude, Pill is a kicks guy. I very rarely see Pill sub, dude. It's honestly an honor.
Who's your favorite president? Oh.
4
Fuck, man. I feel bad for the guy. You guys really do this to him all the time?
I've done this to myself, honestly, probably over not 1,000 times.
This is what you do for subs? The fuck? Where's Zach? Oh, you got another one, dude.
Is that
it? Oh God! It's
dude,
not ending. It's not
IRL friend.
Oh my God!
Ston Jewett, my best IRL friend. Thank you.
It's not ending, dude. Oh God!
My best IRL friend. I think I got 2 more for Clegg. Oh my God. 5 for Clegg.
Oh my God.
Pill Enjoyer.
Oh man, you guys really do this to him all the time? It's fucked up.
Yeah. Bro, this is my life. Ah,
And he's not getting paid for this. Oh God.
I'm not getting paid for this?
Well, we'll talk about that later. We'll talk about that later.
Bro.
We'll talk about that later. We'll talk about that later. Okay.
You're right.
Who's your favorite
Yeah,
president?
So let's talk about that later. Where is Zach? My best IRL friend, Ston Jewart. Thank you. Okay.
Oh God.
Hell yeah, Pill Enjoyer.
Hey, make sure you guys use promo code SardineTin on WEnergy.com.
Dude, what the fuck are you talking about, dude? I don't even know
Who's your favorite president? People want to know.
I think I'll pander to my audience and say Richard Nixon.
Gieber, I'm trying to. Oh yeah, there you go. Richard Nixon. Gieber's question. That's Gieber's question. I'm trying to scroll.
Gieber.
I'm not purposely missing questions. I'm just trying to find them. As they come in. Why do you have girl hair?
Because I haven't gotten a haircut. Like, honestly, it's probably been...
Where is Zach with the gifted? That's another shot. Get that.
Yo, thank
prime
you.
that bad boy up.
My best IRL friend. My best IRL friend.
Prime that bad boy up.
Thank you.
Chef, how kissable is Cal from 1 to 10? I don't know, dude. Why are we asking weird gay questions, dude? I'm a married man, all right, dude. I'm not kissing them. I'm not kissing.
You're a married man in a hot tub with another man.
Yeah, but we're 6 feet apart, so it's not gay.
It doesn't look like we're 6 feet apart.
Yeah, it's just the camera. It adds 10 pounds. You know.
All right, thank you. Where is Zach for the gifted sub? Okay, thank you. Thank you to Where's Zach.
Oh my God, I feel bad.
My
Guys, stop. Don't give them any more subs. I don't want him fucking keep shocking himself, man.
You know,
I can't. I don't like that. I don't like that, dude. I don't like that, dude. I don't like that, dude. You're a human being with emotions and feelings, man. They don't want to subscribe to you because they enjoy the hard work and dedication you put in. They want to subscribe to you to cause you pain, man. You guys are fucked up.
I love
you guys
the
are
pain.
fucked up.
It makes me feel alive.
I prefer when he gets blackout drunk and falls asleep on the floor personally. Is that something you do a lot? You fall asleep on the floor and you get blackout drunk?
When I get drunk or just when I get tired, but yeah, I sleep on the floor a lot. It's kind of my thing. I fall asleep on the floor a lot on stream. I can't. I think I've slept in a bed less than 10 times in the last year.
Cal, are you going to officially announce Jackoff being fired on the podcast tonight?
Yo, I'm so excited to announce. That Jackoff is fired from Sardine Tin.
Nice.
So happy that that's over with. Jackoff, you are fired. You're fired. Over with. You're
Congratulations,
done.
Jackoff.
You're donezo, buddy. Get another job. Fill out that resume. Put the fries in the bag. We got Pizza Boy as the next cameraman for Sardine Tin.
This is a pretty good question. What's the darkest period of your life?
The darkest period of my life was probably when I was in college, right after high school. I did not want to go to college. I hated college. I hated it. I had a roommate from Malaysia who would stay up until 4 a.m. talking to his mom on the phone, and I couldn't sleep at all. And I hated all of my classes. I didn't make any friends. I was extremely alone. After the first semester, I basically gave up and just stopped going to my classes and just started wandering around town and sleeping in the common areas and on the street because I couldn't sleep in my bedroom because my roommate was so terrible. And I just thought that I had nothing to look forward to in my life, and I hated it. I hated being alive.
Can you get close to me? Can you present your cheek to me?
Present your cheek?
Yeah, your cheek. Yeah, like more to your right or left. Yeah. All right, here's the cheek kiss. Mwah. Mwah. There you go. There's the
I'm
cheat
looking.
kiss. Sorry, I had the people asking for a cheat
I better
kiss.
see this. I better see this.
I gave it. You're good. Did you miss it?
I'm trying to see it. I think I've got a pretty significant delay, it looks like. Oh man, the lighting is terrible. This lighting is so harsh.
I think you're trying to extort me out of more kisses, man, and I don't appreciate that. If you could choose anything for your last meal, what would it be? No restrictions. While you think about that, for Chef, Cal has been keeping his hand underwater for a while. Are there any happy endings in the hot tub? Usually not for the guests. There's no happy endings. Usually the guests end up drowning, and sinking to the bottom, and then the next guest kind of takes their spot.
For my last meal, I would have man, I'm not a foodie. I would have a pizza taco.
Pizza taco. Okay.
A pizza taco.
What is this about tummy time?
Tummy time is the best.
I have tummy time with my son all the time, dude. My son's like three.
Tummy time, isn't it nice?
I don't know about that.
Do I need to explain?
I mean, I have a three-month-old that we do tummy time so he can like get motor skills and stuff, but I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, I'm not going to talk about it anymore.
Is this something different?
Yeah, don't worry about it.
What's the longest you've gone without smoking in the last 5 years?
Without smoking in the last 5 years, it's 2026 now, right?
Yeah.
I started smoking in 2019. The longest I've gone without smoking. I'm assuming they mean tobacco, because weed, it's been sporadic. God dang. I really don't know. There have been periods where I haven't smoked, probably, I would say like a couple months. I only became like a really severe nicotine addict at since the beginning of Stream Stars, which was exactly a year ago today, or yesterday.
You like being a nicotine addict? I'm also a nicotine addict, so I get it.
Yeah, I'm a severe nicotine addict.
I don't want to end the fun, dude, but I'm gonna be honest with you, dude. I'm fucking exhausted. I am beat. I'm beat down. I'm beat down like a little slave person. Destroyed mentally and physically. Because I work a manual job, man. Very unprofessional, chef.
Why?
Very professional, chef. You know, dude, 2-hour interview. It's a good interview, man. I thought we had a really great interview, man. It's never good enough for anyone, huh?
I shock myself hundreds of times a day.
I'm sorry. What do you want me to do, man? You want to keep going? What do you want to talk about? You want to talk about more things? You want to talk about Fallout? You can always come back to the hot tub, man. You're always welcome.
Really?
Yeah, of course. Of course. You're always welcome in the hot tub.
Oh, man, that's so nice.
Is mayonnaise an instrument?
No, mayonnaise is a condiment. That's a ridiculous question.
We need more Cal. They're saying we need more Cal. Well, I will say this, guys. We are going to get Cal to play Fallout 76 with us, and it's going to be a fun time. We'll play Fallout 76. It'll be a nice little collab stream, man. It'll be a nice little fun time. We'll do a little gaming. You know, anybody else that wants to come and join us, we could do a little big party, and I'll make a new character just to roll with you. You know, be a fun time, don't you think?
Thank you. That I'm willing to give it another shot because I gave it a chance. I gave everything a chance. I gave it a chance closer to release date, and it wasn't what I liked. But it sounds like it's a whole different game.
It's a very different game. Very different game. Very different game. I think you'll have fun. I think you'll have fun when you're playing with people and you're listening to beautiful Appalachia radio, dude. And the country roads take me home, to the place. Yeah, dude, you hear that, dude, and you're gonna be like, oh, dude, this is it. This is the life. You know what I mean? It's gonna be good. You're gonna enjoy it. You're gonna enjoy it with the boys. All right. Listen, Mr. Kalkalaka, I really appreciate you being here, man, and I really appreciate you bringing the community over here to come check out the In the Hot Tub with Chef BugGrub podcast. Listen, man, is there anything you want to plug? You got going on? You got coming up? Let me know. Let the people know. Even if it is a W Energy drink sponsor, that's fine too.
Well, firstly, I just want to say, if there's anybody here that's watching that is not following Chef, that is not supporting Chef, please do that right now. Like I said, every single person that I follow that I like is someone that's relatively adjacent to Fish Tank. Chef is the only person I follow that is not part of that sphere, because I really, really do like what he does, and I watch him more than any other streamer that's like not part of the stupid Fish Tank circle that I personally am desperately trying to crawl out of. So please give him as much love and support as possible, because I really like what he's doing. I want to
not to piggyback off of that, but if you really do enjoy what I'm doing, definitely please, I saw it in chat, definitely go subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you have a Rumble account, follow us on Rumble, Instagram, TikTok, all those places. I post shorts daily. I'm very consistent with everything. I try to post at least every day, at least something every day, and you might even see a Kalkalaka clip on the on there too. So, but definitely. Now, please explain the things that you have coming up. Thank you. Okay.
I was gonna get to that before you rudely interrupted me. And yeah, Chef might even clip something that's like kind of a private conversation between two contemporaries. That's neither here nor there.
Wait, hold on a minute here, dude. You think I was recording when we were having a private conversation?
You did before. Do you remember the other
Whoa,
conversation?
Whoa. Hold on a minute here, buddy. You called into my show. You called into my show. Hold on. No, fuck you. You called into my show when I was live, and then I make a nice little clip about it. Okay, and you go, "Oh, this was a private conversation between two contemporaries. Oh my gosh. Oh, this was a private conversation." Fuck you, dude. First of all, okay. Second of all, no one's believing that.
Okay. All right. Very well.
All right.
Whatever.
So
listen.
So don't assume shit about me, okay, dude? Because everything that I clip and I make shorts out of is taken in context.
Okay.
You fucking ginger.
Dude, I'm not a ginger.
Whatever.
I have light brown hair.
All right. Now you can plug your shit. Now plug your shit. Plug your shit. Plug your shit.
Okay. I'm on kick.com/Kalkalaka. I'm planning on revamping my streams as of next week. I'd like to have a schedule set up, but honestly, I'm trying to fucking survive right now. Like I can barely manage my own time, so I'm working on it. But I want to start streaming again. I want to like redo things. I want things to be nice, clean. Have a schedule. Have again things like Fallout Fridays. What else? Community service days. IRL. You'll see what that is like. I want to completely redo the channel, and the more Kalkalaka shows soon. I'm cooking, guys. I'm cooking. Trust me. Trust the clan. Along with that, we've got Sardine Tin. Next season of Sardine Tin is going to be starting after season 5 of Fish Tank. We've got a theme picked out. We've got a sponsor. I can't remember anything about the sponsor right now, unfortunately.
W Energy.
I don't even know. I'm gonna have to double check that. We're working on that as well. It should be within a month. is the general plan after season 5, within a month, generally, give or take 2 weeks. But we're cooking on that. We're cooking on that as well. More Sardine side projects possibly between then. We'll see. Everything's always up in the air. And I just want to say thank you to everybody that's watched and supported and gotten me here so far. Because I don't know what I'm doing. I'm trying my best. Thank you to everybody. Hooey.
Ooh-wee.
Yeah.
Good.
Hooey.
Ooh-wee. That's just a little thing like the ooh-wee. That's been something that I've had since
I watch your streams. I'm
that's
actually
been
a fan
something
of you, Chef.
I know. I'm just saying for the people that might not know, and the lore behind that. That's been something that I've had since I started streaming. Has been that ooh-wee button. And that's actually my mod Ty Daddy. That was his idea. He's like, you should take the ooh-wee and Makaba and you should make it a fucking button. So it became like kind of a staple in the fucking stream. You know.
It did. It's very much a staple. Oh, can I add one more thing?
Yeah, of course. Add whatever you want to add, man.
Okay. Shout out to my best IRL friend, Stan Jewett. And if you liked my Florida trip, right now, I'm trying to figure out my next IRL trip to Texas. I would love to go to Texas. Everything's bigger in Texas. I'm trying to get down there. Yeehaw! You know what I mean?
You should do one of those Ice Poseidon challenges, dude. Honestly.
Will that be happening in the next couple months?
I don't know about the next couple months, but he usually does like a big scavenger hunt thing in Texas, where a lot of streamers get involved, and that might be the right time for you.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I'm working out timing. Time is complicated, and I'm probably going to be in Texas in March.
Time is very complicated.
I think, maybe. We'll see. Everything is.
Well, if you ever come up to
New
New Jersey, let me know, dude. We'd love to have you. I could show you around and we can do some stuff.
I will probably do a Kalkalaka East Coast tour. Yeah,
it'd be awesome.
When there's not pounds and pounds and pounds of snow on the ground.
Yeah, well, most of it's melted, but yeah, that's fine. That would be a fun time, dude. I'll show you around the beautiful Garden State.
I would love to. I'd love.
You get the real fucking New Jersey culture, huh?
Yeah.
All right. I want to thank you guys for coming to this episode of In the Hot Tub with Chef BugGrub, with my beautiful guest, Kalkalaka. It's been a pleasure. It's been an honor, guys. I love you all. Let's you want to play out? Well, maybe we'll play out with a song. We'll play out with a song. Do you have anybody that you would like to host? Is there anybody live that we'd like to host, guys? I'd love to send a host to somebody beautiful.
May I make a suggestion?
Yeah, of course.
Right now, I'm not sure how aware of you are of this, Chef, but there is another fish tank offshoot project, El Estanque. It's in El Salvador.
Oh shit! Sorry.
Sorry.
No, I accidentally added something to the scene and it played while you were talking. Hold on. Let me get the host. How do I spell this?
I will spell it for you, and I will make sure it's case sensitive. It is capital E-L, capital E-S-T-A-N-Q-U-E,
Elistanque.live.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, there's no dot in the kick thing. It's capital L-I-V-E. Capital E-L, capital E-S-T-A-N-Q-U-E, capital D-O-T, capital L-I-V-E.
Okay. They don't have a profile. I found it. Okay. All right, with that said, guys, dude, thank you guys for coming to this episode of In the Hot Tub with Chef BugGrub. We're going to host out. We're going to play a song. We're going to play a beautiful song. All right, we're going to play it out with a beautiful song. This is Long Haul by Jefferson. This song is available on Spotify. You guys can go listen to it. And I want to let you guys know that the Chef BugGrub Show, the most interactive live cartoon show, will be back on Wednesday, the 4th. All right. Please make sure you guys are following the channel. Stay up to date with everything. And we were going to have some cool shit going on, dude. Some cool shit going on, dude. All right. This is Long Haul by Jefferson.
Follow Chef. Follow Chef.
Yeah.
Let's follow Chef.
Jefferson. I'm big rigging, baby. See you in a week. We long haul. That's how we do.
I'm hitting it full, my boots be hitting the floor.
Coffee in my cup and I'm walking out that door.
Diesel in my veins as I work in kind.
Got a rig full of freight and a deadline to find.
Mile marker flying, I ain't got the time. CB buzzing, yeah, they know that I'll be hard to find.
Back roads twisting, big sky wide, and a picture of my baby riding shotgun side.
She said I don't need roses or city lights, just a man who works and holds me tight. So I give her that hammer swinging, wrench turning, truck rumbling love.
I got 18 wheels rolling down the line, working these hands like it's overtime. Smokestacks blowing, I hit that gas with a paycheck, dreaming I can make it last. Hard road, but it's mine to own. I'm alone, all a baby born, fully grown. From dirt to docks, I put in that work. Ladies love a man who's built from the earth. Ladies love a man who's built from the earth.
Got girls at the diner and girls at the bar,
Saying I like my men like you, working hard.
grease on my jeans, but I clean up alright.
Got a few tattoos and a mean two-step at night.
They like it that I'm loyal, like it that I'm standing so tough. They know I ain't rich, but I show up enough.
I ain't flashing gold, I'm just flashing that grin. They hop in my truck like where we going then.
She said I don't need roses or city lights, just a man who works and holds me tight. So I give her that hammer swinging, wrench turning, truck rumbling love.
I got 18 wheels rolling down the line, working these hands like it's overtime. Smokestacks blowing, I hit that gas with a paycheck, dreaming I can make it last. Hard road, but it's mine to own. I'm alone, all a baby born, fully grown. From dirt to docks, I put in that work. Ladies love a man who's built from the earth.
2 days out, still 10 to go. I've been running on fumes and trucker radio, mud on my tires, sweat on my brow, trying to beat the clock, but I ain't.
I got 18 wheels rolling down the line, working these hands like it's overtime. Smokestacks blowing, I hit that gas with a paycheck, dreaming I can make it last. Hard road, but it's mine to own. I'm alone, all a baby born, fully grown. From dirt to docks, I put in that work. Ladies love a man who's built from the earth.
500 miles down, 500 more to go. It's the Jefferson way. You know the road.
Bye, YouTube.